Yeah, this team has a great mentality, as you saw tonight. They're extremely fit as well. It's too bad we couldn't pull off the 4-3, but we had a very good look on that last set piece. Thought Brandon should have scored it. Um, but in the end, probably the point is fair. I didn't think we started the match in a good way. We were a bit sloppy with the ball. Didn't think we communicated enough at the back. Obviously, we're playing a very good team in Orlando. Their front guys are extremely dangerous. Um, their movement was good, and they exposed us a little bit. I loved our response down 2-0. I've been in hundreds of games, and obviously a few where we're down 2-0, and rarely coming back in that type of game on the road. It's pretty rare. Only teams with a very strong mentality do it. And I love that we grew in that moment down 2-0, and we fought back, versus shriveling, and that's what good teams and good players do. They step their level up, and great to go 2-2. But then I was disappointed with the start of the second half again. Weren't sharp. I've been talking about being aware of complacency, but until you get, touch the stove and get burnt, it's going to fall on deaf ears. So I'll have their attention now. And, in the end, it's still a very good result. In the last 4 road games, we've taken 10 points. And we're still, obviously unbeaten in the last 5 games. So, we'll take the point, but there's a lot of learning in this game. And, along this journey, that's what you need. You need games like this where you can learn and still not lose.
We'll go to Jeff next, followed by Emma. Jeff, you're unmuted now.
Caleb, I know you're not expecting them to score every game, but how valuable is it to get some of that secondary goal contributions from guys like Yusuf and Polster on a night like tonight?
Yeah, it's great. It's needed. Need your midfielders to chip in, 3 to 5 ideally. You need your front guys to chip in, 15, ideally. Carlos, 10 to 12. So every once in a while your center back's on a set piece. So it's great to get your midfielders chipping in, and again, I think it's a game where we weren't at our best. We're not going to overthink it either. It's a great result, but we will use it to learn.
Go to Emma next. Emma?
Caleb, Carlos scores again on a penalty and to tie up the game. What can you say about his ability to stay calm and consistently produce in those big moments?
Yeah, and I thought the subs helped us. Luis Diaz came in and kind of helped create that penalty. Wyatt came in, gave us a little bit more organization and communication, which we needed in that moment. So, we need, when things aren't perfect, the subs to come in and be solutions to the match, which they were. And it's great for Carlos again. It was a definite penalty. I'm not sure actually theirs was. But in the end, like I said, it's probably a fair result. I thought we played really well at the end of the first half and, in the middle of the second half. But we have to be more consistent with our play, and it starts with being better with the ball. We can't, piss the ball away up top, and that's going to lead to a team like Orlando running all over you. And then from there, we have to manage, our lines better. And we'll look at the film and we'll use it again as a real learning experience. And it's great that you can learn and not lose. We still take a point and a result, and still another result on the road, which is excellent. Now we got to take care of business at home. We're feeling really good about our road form and picking up a ton of points, on the road. But we gotta get another 3 points at home, and it's not going to be easy because San Jose's, they're a handful, and guys like Arango and Martinez, very dangerous. And a lot of the movement they have is similar to what Orlando has. So it'll be a great opportunity for us to look at the film and connect into the San Jose game.
We'll go to Seth, followed by Gus. Seth?
Hi, Coach. What's different about the mentality of this team? I noticed that after Polster scored, you could see him pointing to his head and saying, let's get back into this game. What's making this mentality good within this locker room?
I think it starts with getting the right guys. Starts with getting guys that are strong, guys that are brave, guys that have a little more killer instinct and edge and competitive fiber, I would call it. And then from there, it's about the unity and the collective mentality. The best teams, they refuse to lose, mentality. And you see their best when, maybe there's adversity that kicks in. And that's what you saw with this group down 2-0. Been easy to just call it a day, and they didn't, and I love that. I love that mentality. But also, I want to see us start the game a lot better. I want to see us start the second half a lot better.